Hello and lovely to meet you. My name is Stephanie Lois Beaver and I run the Etsy site Stephanie Beaver Illustration, or Stephanie B Illustration as you'll know it as. So I'm here with my trusty paint pots, and these are the paint brushes I should say, that are used to design your unique custom illustration pieces. Now my illustration shop opened 5 years ago after my niece turned 1, and I decided rather than give her a run-of-the-mill present, the present that I would give is a painting of her for her family to keep. This painting was so well received, and the style it was in particular, which has kind of become a signature style, that I went on to open the shop, to put up a few samples, and really the rest has gone from there. 5 years later, I'm still successfully trading on and off of Etsy as an illustrator, as a portrait artist, looking at people's personal memories, their children, weddings, dogs, homes, just anything really. And it is tremendously satisfying to me to be able to do that. Because really it's kind of like being a little part of somebody's life. So I get sent these beautiful pictures that really mean something to either the buyer or a gift for a friend, and I get to turn them into a piece of art. So the style I work with is watercolour with an ink outline. That's a way I've drawn since I was a child. I just love the dark lines to kind of emphasise, and it really gives it a delicate and a dreamy kind of sense. So I will take a picture, I'll do initial pencil outline, I then paint it, and there's two options with painting. You can choose a touch of colour, which has mainly the outline and then just a little smattering of colour, which is very stylish, very modern. Or you can have full colour, which is exactly what it sounds like. The whole thing's painted in watercolour and then inked over the lines at the end. Yeah, so the process is quite simple. I like to try and finish work within 2 weeks, and that's generally because most people do come to me in that kind of window where they've just started looking for a gift, either for a wedding or a birthday, or just had the idea for something for themselves, and then they say, oh, I've got 2 weeks till the deadline. So I pride myself on being able to turn it round in that time. At the moment, I mainly offer prints, and that's because most of my customers are in the US, Canada, Australia, and to be perfectly honest, it's a much quicker process if I can send the digital image to a printer in the country and have them send it UPS straight to your door, rather than waiting the 2-3 weeks you may have to wait if it's sent from the UK. Having said that, it is possible to do originals, and if you'd like an original you must tell me at the start so I can use a better grade of paper for your original prints, but just be aware that it's going to take a lot longer to post it and get it out to you. It's also going to take a lot longer to get perfect, because with the prints I have the advantage that any colour alterations you want, if you want to make someone's hair a little bit straighter or a little bit thinner, or change a dog's colouring a little bit because the camera didn't quite get it right, that's really easy to do with the digital image in Photoshop. So one of the main benefits of coming for my service for an illustration is that once you get the first piece delivered to your inbox, that's not necessarily the final piece. You can come back to me to make reasonable changes, several times, and that is all part of the process. It's a collaborative experience. I'm working with you, not for you, if that makes sense, to make the perfect package. Of course, with an original it's a little more limited, because working with watercolour on paper, there's only so many tweaks you can make without redrawing the whole thing. So that's just something to bear in mind when you're making your choices. So what do you need to do if you would like to commission a piece of work? Well, what you need to do is just send me an email, and you can either do that via an Etsy conversation, or you can email me directly at stephanie-beaver@hotmail.co.uk. Send me 3 images that you would quite like to turn into an image. Let me know if any of the images are just purely for reference, and what I tend to do is choose one and say this one would work really well, because after 250 drawings, I have a really good idea what's going to come out as a nice image and what's kind of a funny angle or might not quite work. Yes, I can merge pictures together. There is an extra expense to that because there is some thought that needs to go on in how to collage it and how to get the perspective right and everything. But I can merge pictures together. Yeah, and we take it from there really. So I'll get you pictures, or you can describe to me your vision. I'll then give you a quote. Once you're happy with that quote, within 2 weeks I will have the design finished, and you will get an initial draft to look at and make changes, a second, a third, a fourth, whatever you need. And then when you're ready, within a couple of days I'll send it to the printer, and a couple of days after that they will post it to you, and within a week after that it will be at your door. So it is absolutely possible to have a print commissioned and finished and at your doorstep in 2 weeks. There is a little bit of a rush fee for that because I need to use FedEx or a quicker postal service, but that's totally doable. I'm a professional, I've been doing this for a long time, I love it, and you can see from my 5-star ratings that the customers are really happy about it too. So this was just an opportunity to say hello from me. I'm the face, the person, the woman that you'll be working with. I can't wait to work with you, and let's do it. Let's have some fun. Let's create some meaningful memories and find some artwork together. So I hope to hear from you soon. Bye bye. I'm Stephanie Beaver of Stephanie B Illustration.